Hello, I'm the Anthony S. You're all alone. Today, we're going to talk about cost of labor and what that looks like in terms of your business. There's a fine line to play when you look at technology, employees, process. Why is it good to have a little mix of all three? I'll kind of give my 2 cents on the full subject and what I've learned over the years and what I've been taught, from my mentors in business. There's got to be a good mix. Most companies start with the technician saying they can get the job done on their own. That person becomes a business owner and then end up not actually doing the process in which they created a business around. They have to hire other people because they spend so much time as the business owner trying to keep the business running. So now we're looking at, okay, what's optimal in terms of creating a process of how to do things, what's optimal in terms of how many employees to have. We're going to assume the regular person that is going to listen to this will have problems trying to figure out how many people to hire in order to get the job done for the clients, and at what point does the cost not become worth it for the employee. I sincerely think, and multiple books I could name off at least two or three if I really had to, that explain the necessity of creating some sort of operations manual beforehand to ensure everything gets done the same way every time. This is to make sure that new people coming in know the exact process of how things should be done. This is how to make sure each client gets the same experience. This is how to make sure that everyone is on the same page during the day. And I think when you start with that, and I'm not saying you gotta go crazy and write everything down, but at least have some of the basic things down, the most prevalent jobs of the day. So everything that happens continuously should be written down in a certain process. At that point, you can start employing individuals based on those operations. If you go the other route and try to employ people without really having a process down and teach each one individually, it causes a few problems. One, you'll have to teach each person individually. You'll have to spend a lot of time doing that. Two, the client or customer or guest will get a different experience every time. Three, I just don't think that's the way to go. It's not conducive to good business. In fact, each person will have a different understanding of the business and it'll create a lot of confusion. I believe technology has a mix in there. You don't need the latest and greatest every time, but I will say giving people the proper tools. For example, if you have an accountant, get them QuickBooks or get them something to keep track of the expenses in an easy online format so you can see it on your end as well. If you have people that are your sales team, get them a CRM. Don't make them do Excel sheets. You can buy spots on a CRM nowadays, and you can spend like $100 a month, $200 a month, even for a team of 2 or 3 sales individuals, so you can see what's going on in the background, what they're actually getting done. These are paramount to the process. These are not something you can just let go willy-nilly. If you do that, the accountant will just be putting receipts everywhere, using random Excel spreadsheets. If they happen to leave for some reason, no one will know where to pick up. Versus if you have a QuickBooks and there's an exact process of take the receipts, put them in here, run these at 2 p.m. The next person that comes in will be able to just fill the gap. These are some of the major points that I'll make, at least in this space when it comes to employment. If you want to talk about this more, I offer marketing consultantship, or not marketing, well, that too, but management consulting, where I go through that process, how to hire people, especially if you're someone that's on the lower end, maybe 5 employees to 50. That's where I'm going to be able to help you out the most. We could definitely have a conversation about that. I'd be happy to help in any way I can. This is the Anthony S. You Aren't Alone. Hope that helps clear a little thing up, though. In summary, start with the operation manual, write the things down that happen every day, and then hire based on the manual of how many people you need to fill those operation roles or those manual roles. This is the Anthony S. You're not alone. I'll talk to you soon.